Hello, gorgeous. Let's talk cruelty-free makeup, shall we? Tonight we're going to talk about, it's night here, hard candy. And hard candy has been around for a long time. I'm thinking 96, 97, somewhere in there. And the first time I saw it, it was at Neiman Marcus, and I believe it was there almost exclusively, maybe Saks, Bergdorf's. But it was initially just this. Nail polishes with little plastic rings on them. And this is not from 20-something years ago, but they've re-released these recently. So all these little plastic rings. And I should have painted my nails for you so you could see what beautiful hard candy nail polish looks like, but I am in the thick of gardening right now, so the nails are naked. So let's just get into the makeup, shall we? I'm going to try not to say, this is hard candy blah blah every time. This is Sheer Envy Pore Defense Primer Serum. Smooths pores away. Oil-free, silicone-free, alcohol-free. I will dispense with the glasses, but keep them close by. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. I've been well. Forgot my little mirror. Have to have my mirror. I'm well. The gardening is just, I've become a little obsessed, as you may have observed from my most recent couple videos. I don't think everybody liked my videos. I've lost about 5 subscribers since I started doing my gardening videos. Oh well. A gnat just flew by. I hate that. I have some house plants right now. Even though, generally speaking, you know, my plants stay inside in the winter and go out in the summer, but there are a couple that I've got recently that are supposed to be houseplants even in the summer, and I'm afraid I may have overwatered a couple of them, and it says that that causes gnats. So I've been reading up on that, and apparently I need to put out a glass of apple cider vinegar tonight, and allegedly that will make them go away. Okay, next, eyeshadow primer. Called Eyes the Limit. Oh, isn't that clever? By the way, this is my first time to try, I believe, any of these products. I had a bottle of hard candy. I think it's called Glamoflage. This seemed a little runny just then when I squeezed it. I think that's what it's called. Glamoflage. This is very odd. This is not like any primer I've ever seen. It's acting really kind of oily. That doesn't seem right. Does that seem right to you? I mentioned that it was initially sewn in Neiman Marcus, and over the years, it's sure not sold there. The only place I can find it now is Walmart. So I don't know if they've come down in the world or gone up in the world or... Okay, finally I'm getting something that looks like primer out of it. After a lot of shaking and squeezing a lot of oil out of it. Okay. So now I'm left with a flesh-colored thing, so we'll see how it works. Anyway, yeah, I haven't used any of these products. The eyeshadows and the lipstick are from a couple of years ago, but all the other stuff is new. I buy this stuff gradually and save it up for these videos. I'm not sure about this primer. And that is one of the recent purchases. Oh yeah, but anyway, back during the battle of the foundations, I had some of, I think it's called Glamoflage, which is their foundation. And as I recall, it was not one of my favorites. So I didn't dig it out to use again. In fact, I may have given it away. What I have instead is some CC cream. Okay, it's called Lip Primer. It takes 2 lip primer. One end is glossy, one is creamy. I think I'm going to go for the creamy. Okay, so that's... I'm now completely primed. Okay, if you can hear music in the background, which I hope you can't, our friend Chris is visiting from Ohio. That's our friend that I sometimes visit at Christmas. Anyway, he's here for vacation, and he and Richard are watching a Wagner opera. They are fans, but I'm not. So I love classical music, but not opera so much. So anyway, I'm leaving it to them. All right, here's the highlighter. It's called Light Bright. The color I bought was the palest, which is 504 Advanced Brightening Concealer. Did I say concealer? It's concealer. I said highlight. I meant concealer. Okay, so I squeezed it earlier in case it took forever, and it did. But anyway, I finally got some out, so we'll see how it works. I bet you can hear that, Wagner. I just hope that YouTube can't hear it. I squeeze this out and squeeze this out, but it still seems a little damp. I'm going to squeeze it in my Kleenex. Maybe get a little more water out of it. Okay. It's kind of weird and patchy, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll look better after I get this on top of it. So anyway, yeah, this is the CC Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer Stick. And my color is light. And it may not be light enough. It being me. Let me see how this is looking. I think I'm going to need to use some fingers a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. It's pilling up. Probably my fault. I probably shouldn't have used the primer. Since it's a CC cream / moisturizer, I'm putting moisturizer on top of a primer. Yeah, that's my own stupid fault. I'll put a little more because some of it filled up and rolled off. Because indeed, it does feel kind of moisturizing. It's kind of cool. I've got these little things where my glasses pinch my nose. And it's interesting. It's resisting foundation. By the way, I haven't worn makeup in months. You know, the plants don't much care what you look like. Okay, this for me is a horrible color, I think. I mean, can you see kind of the yellowness up there compared to down here? I'm not going to drag it down my neck because I'm not going to be wearing it all day or anything. I mean, I would do that if I were going somewhere, but I'm not going anywhere. So anyway, we just know now this is not a good color for me. Okay, I have two powders. One is, I have a little compact hard candy Welcome Matte. And the color is 287 Mattifying. This is what it looks like. It comes with a little sponge, a little heart-shaped sponge. Okay, the other is loose. Your typical loose powder with little holes in it. And I normally, you know, do that so some spills out in there. And this is 1387 Sheer Envy Bake, Brighten, and Set. So I'm going to go with this one. This was the lightest one. It looks kind of pink to me, though. Maybe it'll make me less yellow at least, right? Okay, the color actually I think looks better. That pink kind of canceled out the yellow. And it's not really creasing. This also did help out the blotchiness of the concealer. So what was looking like a hot mess is looking a little more okay now. It's a miracle. Okay. Next I have blush and contour. It's called Fox in a Box. And let's see if it says, it does say about color, but I can't read it. Skinny Dipping is what this little box set's color is called. So it comes with a teeny brush, and it's got contour on one side and blush on the other. I'm not going to use the teeny brush, I'm just going to use one of my brushes. Okay, that's it for the contour. Now the blush. I'm going to go easy in case it's really bright. We'll just have to see. Okay, not much is happening. I'm going to go with a different brush. Try this one and try to get a little more product. I did not think these colors were going to look well on me, but it turns out that they're both very subtle and give you a great deal of control over the intensity of the product that you get on your face. And for that reason, I'm liking this much more than I ever imagined I would. Okay, next is the highlighter, which is called Dust Glow Highlighting Palette. And these are the colors. See, it's weird to me. This one here almost looks like a contour, but that's not what it's saying. So I think I'm going to go with what I'm wearing. This kind of champagne looking color right here in the middle. Let's see what happens. We're going to go with a really light brush, almost a fan-shaped brush. Nothing's happening. Okay, that would be because it is a cream highlighter. So I'm going with my finger instead. So it's looking like the bottom three are creams and the top three are powders. And I prefer powders, but this is nice, and it's also subtle. It's also giving you a lot of control over the product. I guess I could, make that a negative and say it's lightly pigmented, but I'm not feeling that from it. I'm feeling actually good about it. I'm feeling like maybe it's like a medium pigmentation, and that's giving me a lot of control over what I'm able to do with it. Okay, let's see, what do we have next here? I have two palettes, and these are the things I got a couple years ago. This one is called Birthday Suit. Okay, it's got two of these little things, and I'm going to take a second and throw those away. And the other one is called Look Pro Fashion Eyeshadow Pro Palette. This one has, thank you, two brushes. And I think I'm going to go with the bigger one today. Now, Fortunately, I noticed that they happen to have a little brush here you can use on your eyebrow. And that's kind of good because I was not able anywhere at any Walmart I went to find an eyebrow pencil by Hard Candy. So none of these colors are right for my eyebrows, though. I'm going to have to use the other palette for that. Okay, there's a dark brown here that looks like it might work for my brows. So I'm going to go with that with this little brush. And this I have to do, as y'all will recall, with the mirror. Well, I'll tell you, that worked out really well. Thank you. Thank you, Hard Candy. Okay, I'm going to take the lightest color from this large palette and just put that all over my eye. One is a little more yellow, one is a little more pink. They're the two, the one, you know, at each end. I'm going to go with the little, I don't know, the one that's a little more yellow. And put that all over my lid. Okay, and likewise, I am going to, all right, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Eyeliner. Got to take a minute and put on the eyeliner. And it is this kind, retracting. Okay. And it comes with a smudger, so I'm going to smudge out a little bit. Okay, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a little hard, but I think it's because it's at a perfect point right now, and if I rubbed it down a little bit, it would probably be gentler. But I don't know that for a fact. Okay, now let's see. Crease options. There's this kind of medium brown and then a little darker, a little more cocoa. I think I'm going to go for the medium. Feeling in the mood for a natural look. So I'm going to take one of my crease brushes. And we'll see how this pigmentation is. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I am inclined to call this medium pigmentation. I'm having a little fallout, so I'm going to tap it this time. So be careful when you tap not to get it over to the pan next to it, or it will fall into that one. Okay, I like that. And let's see. I think, gosh, I'm wearing kind of a black, white, and gray blouse here. I'm not in the mood for gray eyeshadow. I think I'm going to go with this. It's kind of a taupey purple over here for the bottom. I'm going to use one of their little brushes and see if it's any good. Okay, as it turns out, that's a halfway decent little brush. I'm kind of surprised. Usually the brushes that come in these things aren't so hot. Alright, I'm going to blend the whole thing just a little more. And I don't think I'm going to do anything else on my eyes. I know that's just two colors. Well, I'll highlight just underneath the brow, but I mean, you know, like anything on the outer and pulling in and everything, like I'm not feeling like anything fancy. I could add more, but I just don't really want to. I'm going to use some of this highlighter because this is an all matte palette, so I'm going to use one of these powder highlighters. I think I'm going to use this golden one up here for just under the brow. And I'm going to use one of these other little brushes too. I'm going to use this one. Okay, that works. Alright, the other thing I could not find anywhere was lip pencil. So, I'm just not going to have one. Let me show a few other products that I have purchased that I'm not going to use. I have another little, I don't know where I got this little sample size pencil, but that's it. And that one's black, and I just preferred to use the brown. And I've also got a bright green eyeliner, which will probably go in the stage makeup box, as well as this gold loose powder. And then there's an ombre lipstick, and this just seems so gimmicky to me. I just don't want to try it. That just seems so weird to me. I feel like I would most certainly screw it up. Anyway, so what I do have, though, I have a lipstick. Looks like this. It's fuchsia. I'm not into that right now. I've just really been, okay, honestly, I've been trying to try this. It's Wet Ever Bold Hold Lip Lacquer. And it comes in a little box like this. And the tube itself looks like this, and I've been dying to try it. So finally the time has come. Ah, look, there's a little bend in the applicator. So it's, this color is called what? Glasses. Genius. Okay, it's really pretty and shiny. It's still very wet. I don't know how that long that's going to go on. Okay. Then there was this. This is eyeliner and mascara in one tube. I was dubious. And it had this kind of thing on it. I almost broke a nail getting that off. So that is going straight into the garbage. So here it is. It's called Shiny When Wet. Okay. Okay, so the top one is the liner and the bottom one is the mascara. And I'm not going to be using any of the liner, but... Huh? If the little top just came off with it. That's not cool. Okay. So anyway, it's a brush. Okay, now the mascara. Let's see what kind of brush this is. Please let it be plastic and not bristles. Please, please, please. It's bristles. Oh well. Can't have everything. Okay. Try it and see. Great. I got it in my eye and that made me blink. I'm gonna touch up a little with some Elle. I don't know if you've ever seen these. I just knocked half of them on the desk, but anyway, you break the little thing and you break it and the oil goes into the other end. I think I need my glasses for this operation. Okay. So you break it. Okay. And then the oil goes into the other end. And then you can repair your damage just by kind of dotting like that. Dotting and twisting. Which I should have done at the beginning, right? Okay. Is that everything? No. Last thing. Long wear Sheer Envy setting spray. 12-hour wear plus hydration. Okay, it's a little weird. If you hold it too far off, you don't get anything, and if you move it in closer, you get big raindrops almost. But it's not It's not, it smells like watermelon. That's good, but it doesn't, the sprayer's maybe not as good as others. Now, as for the quality of the liquid, I don't know. We'll see as time goes by. Okay. Anyway, so this is the finished product. Oh, sorry. I don't know if this is good makeup or if this is so-so makeup that I just was able to make it work. I have a feeling that it's so-so makeup that worked better on me because I'm an old broad, and in my regular everyday life would be more inclined to wear subtle makeup as opposed to what you see me doing sometimes when I'm showing off the new palettes, because I do love the bright colors, but on a regular daily basis this is more like what I would be inclined to wear. And as far as that went, I actually really loved all these colors. And I mean, the foundation looked really yellow, but when I put the somewhat pink powder on top of it, I became a neutral again and sort of matched myself. Yeah, maybe a little yellow still, but not horrible. And that eyeshadow worked very, very well for an eyebrow product. And, you know, and I don't much care really if I have a lip pencil or not. I did smoke for 30 years, non-smoker for 10 years now. But it's not running. It's not, you know, so it doesn't really matter, right? Overall, I have to say I was pleased. Oh, the only thing, the mascara, I mean, it didn't do anything. It didn't do wonders for me. I have others that I like a lot better. I'm not saying it's a dog. I mean, it's not like, it's not overly dry. It's not overly wet, but it's just not doing anything. You know, it's not curling them. It's not giving them any particular length. It's just made them more visible, you know. It's not bad, but it's not the best I've ever tried. So anyway, that's it. I hope you'll like this. I'm very pleasantly surprised. See you next time. Love y'all. Bye.